Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys had a good 4th of July weekend. Today is July 6th. Happy Monday, and in today's video, we're going to be covering some stimulus package updates with regards to the PPP, the EIDL, and also we're going to be sharing with you guys some tax benefits and tips that you guys can do if you have not yet paid for your 2019 taxes. Now, we'll just start with that topic first. So if you guys have not yet paid your 2019 taxes, originally that deadline is set on April 15th, but because of this pandemic, it was actually pushed all the way into July 15th. So if you guys have not yet paid your taxes, that date is coming right around the corner, and I would say it's right around the corner because of how fast this year is actually going. So first half of 2020 is pretty much over. I know it's been a roller coaster for most of you guys, and it has definitely been a wild ride, but stay strong. Hopefully we'll see some better news in the coming year. But if you guys have not yet paid your taxes, make sure you guys do that. If you guys also want to save an additional 10 to 20% on your taxes, I have a really easy life hack that you guys can do. One of the things I've mentioned before on my channel is how you guys can actually apply for new credit cards in order to pay off your taxes. Now, if you do this, you can save 10 to 20%. And how does this work? So we'll use a card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, for example. If you guys spend $4,000 on that card, they'll give you 60,000 points. This is something known as a welcome bonus that credit card companies and banks often offer to their customers in order for them to sign up for these cards, to use these cards. So by doing this method, I've been able to rack up a lot of points and save a lot of money just by signing up for new credit cards in order to put large purchases on them. Taxes is often people's pretty big amount of money that they have to spend every year. So if you guys have not yet done that, make sure you guys consider doing that. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is a good card. 60,000 points at a 1 point to 1 cent redemption is $600. Like I always say on this channel, it's pretty easy to get redemptions of up to 2 to 3%, especially within Chase's Ultimate Reward portal. I know many people aren't traveling, but just save on to those points, hold on to it. Now, when you do go ahead to pay your taxes and you have an additional $1,200 travel rewards that you're getting just by paying taxes, is something you're already going to do in exchange for a small processing fee, usually up to 3% if you guys go on the IRS portal. Easy way for you guys to save money. So just a quick reminder for anyone who has not yet done that already. Now, on top of that, another extension that we've seen that comes with the pandemic is actually your contributions, whether it's to your Roth IRA or whatever retirement investment fund that you have within the government. You guys can also do that as well. So the Roth IRA is usually due the same day as the tax deadline every single year, April 15th. That is also extended. So if you guys have any little bit of financial literacy, and I'm guessing if you're watching a video like this, chances are you are pretty financially literate, you can max out that Roth IRA if you have the funds for it at the moment. By doing this, you're actually going to be able to make a lot of money towards the end of your contribution deadline or window or whatever you have set for whenever you want to pull out that Roth IRA. So this is how people actually become millionaires. This is how very average Joes end up accumulating a lot of money. They just put in money into their Roth IRA at a very young age, and they just do that consistently every single year. I'm going to say this is going to be one of those exception years. So please don't be so hard on yourself if you can't max out that Roth IRA for 2019 or for 2020. I know many of you guys are seeing reductions in incomes, and I know many of you guys are getting affected by this pandemic in one way or another. So if you only have $6,000 in your bank account, don't put all that amount into your Roth IRA. Definitely make sure you guys have a good savings, especially if you do not have a consistent income stream coming in. But that is a reminder. Max out your contributions if you can by July 15th. It's going to be a good time in order for you guys to exponentially grow your wealth. Now, on top of that, we're going to be talking more about the PPP and the EIDL. I want to start with the EIDL because we're getting a lot of users in our Facebook group actually getting approved for this and seeing a free $1,000 in their bank account. I think I've made about 2 to 3 videos on this channel talking about the free $1,000. And surprisingly enough, many people actually qualify for this, many more than you guys expect. So don't click out of this video just because you do not own a business, just because you're not a freelancer. If you guys have a registered EIN that has happened before the start of this pandemic, you guys have driven for Uber, you guys have done some Grubhub runs, if you guys own any type of small business, which can be as little as flipping sneakers, you are actually eligible for something like the EIDL. Now, let me clear up some confusion with regards to this EIDL program. The EIDL offers you two things. It offers you a grant and it also offers you a loan. Now, do not confuse one for another. Don't think, oh, Brian, I'm just getting a loan. This is not a grant. What often happens is, for example, if I apply for the EIDL, which I have before in the past, I will get a $1,000 grant or an advancement on that loan. The grant you do not have to pay back. The grant is your money to keep. You can decline the loan that comes with it afterwards. But what I say to my users is the grant and the loan, the grant itself is very good because it's just free money that you're getting into your bank account. But the loan is also very, very good because it's pretty competitive with original small business loans that you probably might see in the past if you guys have ever run a business. So with my experience with running businesses in the past, getting working capital loans and getting additional installment loans for my business, I'm seeing that this is very, very competitive. It's about a 30-year installment loan, so you do not have to pay it for the first 1 year. There's a deferment on that. Then you can last it up to 30 full years. And on top of that, the interest rate is right around 4%, generally around 3.75%, which is freaking amazing for a business loan. Now you guys have to realize for business loans, it's a little bit more risky for a lot of banks, credit card issuers, or if you guys have an investment angel, there's going to be a little bit more liability on things like that. So when we see rates as low as this, pretty much competitive to an auto loan, I really would consider taking this, especially if your business has been hit hard with this. Use up all the resources that the government is providing you with accordance to the CARES Act. A lot of people are just sleeping on all the assistance that we're getting. Everyone's so caught up right now with the $1,200 stimulus check that may not even come out for another whole month, even if it gets passed. So with regards to information like that, please look into additional programs, additional resources that the government is providing. The EIDL, free stimulus check right there, free $1,000. You do not have to do anything except to fill out your information online, have a business that was affected by the pandemic. Now guys, if you have been following me since the beginning of this channel, I have made countless amount of videos with regard to small business credit cards just because they are so lucrative. You get so many points. You get random crazy benefits like cell phone protection. So I've made a video in the past where a small business credit card had actually given me a brand new iPhone just because I broke this one in the past, and then I put my iPhone payment bills on that account for that credit card. And one of the benefits on the Chase Inc. Business Preferred, which was a credit card I had used, is that they will repair your phone. It's these type of benefits. Now, Brian, why are we talking about small business credit cards? Well, I think it all goes hand in hand. If we're talking about small business support, most oftentimes you guys have probably heard of small business credit cards. On my channel, I think we were ranked on search. We were like the top 3, top 4 results on YouTube for small business credit cards. Now, if you guys want to get a small business credit card, what you guys had to do is actually get an EIN if you did not want to use your social security number. Now, if you guys had gotten your EIN back in the day, if you guys have been following me for a while, that actually will come into play. That will actually have given you a free $1,000 right now just because you have a free EIN. It does nothing bad for you. It's literally a social security number, a different identification number for your business. So it seems like all these things that you take advantage of just by doing a little bit of research will prove to give you free money that the government has offered you. So EIDL is one of them. Now, the PPP is something I also want to talk about because there has been an extension on the deadline with that. So President Trump actually went ahead and signed that extension, and it went from June 30th all the way into August 8th, which is not too bad at all. So there have been a lot of constant modifications made to the PPP. Some of these things that you guys should really be wary of because this just shows us how much the government is really not sure about a lot of the support that they're giving out. So people often assume, oh, Brian, this EIDL, they're going to be so strict on me. The IRS is going to come banging on my door, and if I did not use this for my proper business and they find out like maybe I was a little sneaky with it, they're going to throw me in jail and whoop my little behind. No, listen. Right now, the government themselves are still making rules every single day to the PPP, to the EIDL, how flexible it is, what the rates are. Now, when we're talking about the PPP, if we go through the history of adjustments that they've made, originally in the first round, the pool was so small that it ran out immediately. So one of the first things they did was they actually extended the amount of money within the PPP Act. Now, right after that happened, we actually had large corporations taking all the big amounts of money from small businesses. Now, banks were a contributor to this. Banks were actually helping SBA get approved for some of this because they're making such a high commission off of some of these larger corporations. But then they came out with another provision with the PPP saying, okay, Seriously, you guys, this time it needs to be a single file line. If Joe Schmo right here, whose business makes $10,000 a year, but then you have a Cheesecake Factory making $10 million per year, you cannot prioritize the big guy over the little guy just because you're going to make a higher commission. You need to make sure everyone goes in the right line of order. So they did that. Now, after they did that, they said, okay, this is actually getting kind of hard to use because we still want people to be forgiven with these loans. So they actually dropped the requirement from 75% to 60%. So if you guys used the amount of this loan, if you use 75% originally towards different payroll expenses or rent or utilities, things like that, then you would have actually been able to get this forgiven. Now, what they actually did was they reduced the amount from 75 to 60%, knowing how difficult it was for a lot of people to reach that amount. Now, another provision they've made is the deadline with regards to what I just mentioned. So originally this was on June 30th. It is actually getting pushed back now to August 8th. If you guys have not yet filed for the PPP, you own a small business or you work with a small business and you know someone who may actually benefit from something like this, this can all be forgiven as long as you guys use it towards payroll, which I don't think is too difficult to use, especially if you have a good record of your books. But make sure you guys consult your local accountant or your CPA, whoever works with you on your books and your accounting and generally things like that with regards to numbers of the business. This is just free resources that you guys can take over. So whether you own a franchise or a small e-commerce business or you own something as a small blog, if you pay yourself something as little as $1,000 and you get a PPP loan for maybe, let's say $3,000 amount in full, if you're able to pay yourself in the next few months with that whole PPP, you can justify that amount. You can get a free additional money from the government. So guys, we got to stop thinking so small-minded here with just $1,200 stimulus checks and hoping and praying that the government actually passes this when we have all of these things right in front of us. Now, the importance is, please look into starting a business. It doesn't necessarily have to be a successful business. You don't need to invest tens of thousands of dollars. You don't need to go franchise out a Chick-fil-A down the street in order to qualify yourself as a small business owner. Small business owners are very, very easy to actually get the title for. If we were really being hypothetical about this, the kid down the street who's flipping Pokemon cards or the little girl down the street that is selling lemonade, they're technically small business owners. They may not be a huge corporation that we're speaking of, but they are in business. They are creating transactions. Hopefully they're doing it legally, so you know they don't get the slap on the wrist. Now, the whole point of that is that you don't really need a lot of money at this point in your life in order to qualify yourself as a small business owner. And there are just so many benefits that come with this with regards to all that we're getting from the CARES Act and hopefully more benefits that we're going to see within the HEROES Act. So guys, so that was my video with regards to all the assistance that you guys should look into right now. Just some general reminders. Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty full week coming ahead of us. Hopefully this month of July is going to be very prosperous for a lot of you guys. Please stay on top of things. Please stay on top of your goals. Stay safe out here. Wear your masks. And like always, if you guys found any type of value in this video, don't forget to drop a like. Super helpful to a channel like this because the YouTube algorithm is just not agreeing with your boy right now. The YouTube algorithm is definitely just yeah, the YouTube algorithm, it does not like Brian Jung right now. So I think it's going to take a week or two for me to get ranked back on the algorithm because right now my videos aren't really getting shown at the moment. That's all right. If I was able to help out one person or remind one person, or maybe one person got $1,000 from a video like this, my job has been done. It's all good, but it's always nice to be able to get some consistent viewership on this channel. So if you guys want to support that in any way, by free, literally by not doing anything, just drop a like on this video. Super simple way to do that. Now, if you guys have any additional video requests, please let me know down below in the comment section. I'm formulating some business ideas, some content that you guys may want to see. Let me know what you guys want to see. Like, is it stock picks for this month? Is it crypto picks for this month? What is it? Do you guys want to hear about the next business venture that we got going? Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. I really want to make some additional content on this channel, and I'm planning to go live again at some point this week, maybe on Sunday. So I'll figure that out, figure my schedule out for this week, and let you guys know in the coming days. So guys, like always, thank you again so much for supporting this channel. If you guys want to support this channel in any other way aside from dropping the likes and all that stuff, you guys can check out the affiliate links listed down below. I got some links to Webull. To be honest, not many people have been signing up for Webull using my link. Totally get it. I understand, you know. everyone and their mothers probably have Webull at some point. So I got additional other apps that you guys can sign up for that will give you free sign up bonuses that you guys can check out down below. But like always, you guys, thanks again for tuning by. Hopefully this video was of some value to you, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.